We are live at the Loft. I'm Terry Knight.
And I'm Kelly Guest. So it was a huge week of the inauguration, historic event. Barack Obama is now the President of the United States.
Yes. I watched, probably a couple of hours of it. So I watched the beginning, and I liked the orchestra. It was a quartet.
Yes.
With Itzhak Perlman and Yo-Yo Ma, and I liked it, but I come by that because of my husband who's into classical music.
Yes.
When I first met him, please, I'm 10 Nugent.
Yeah.
So it was, you gotta be kidding me. So I've come to appreciate it a little bit more. Yeah. So I get a little Facebook thing from Kelly that's like, yeah!
It sounded, it sounded tortured to me. But I like some classical music, and I've gone, to the orchestra and things like that, but I don't know, there was something about it, and I thought to myself, watching the Obama family and all the other dignitaries, I thought, my God, I would have a narcolepsy attack to be, I mean, it was just like, oh, okay, so, yes. There's other subjective aspects to this. Now, first of all, how many people were out there, bearing the coal? That was pretty cool. That was pretty neat. But the next thing that some people would like and some people didn't, I'm sitting there, and I admit it, on Facebook watching the inauguration because everybody else was.
Oh, yeah.
Huge numbers of my friends were online at the same time, and we were all corresponding, and I just put up a line during one section of there that says, Kelly is marveling at the subjectivity of poetry. And then I started getting all of these other Me Too's. Well, okay, whether you thought the poem that was read was good or not, and because I'm sure some people do, but that's a funny thing about poetry. Classical music, I think, is even a little more universal and general. But poetry, one man's work of art is another's emperor's new clothes. And that's poetry. I mean, and so I was thinking about it. I thought, Kelly, do you like poetry? Yes, but not all of it. And some of it I think downright sucks.
Yeah.
But one of my favorites, I heard a fly buzz when I died. You ever read that one?
No.
That's Emily Dickinson. Now that's a pretty harsh sounding beginning, but it's a very famous poem, and it's fantastic. And some people would think that was god-awful, and it's quite morbid. I mean, it's about the second a person dies and the mundane. I mean, it's very, very interesting. But again, not everybody's going to like it. It's not everybody's bag. So should you really include something like that in a ceremony like that?
I would have to say no.
Okay. Knowing that so many people are going to be like...
And I love poetry as well. I really do.
Does it have to have Nantucket in it?
We won't talk about that. But that was, to me, it was awful, and it was read bad too.
Yeah, the recitation lacked.
It did. There was no power behind it. There was no feeling. It was like, okay. Yeah. No, so I would say skip that part.
Yeah, just don't.
Let her go.
Because I just think that you're going to turn off as many people as are going to be interested.
I think that's when I went to the bathroom. All right.
That's a good time to take a break. Okay, so what did you think of the dress?
Oh, nice.
You liked it?
I did.
The white one with the nubbies?
At the ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. I thought it was pretty.
I thought it looked like a bedspread.
Did you really?
I did.
You know what?
If you look at the chenille robes,
yes.
bathrobes or bedspreads that your grandma used to have in the guest room.
Balls on them.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of
that. She's wearing a bedspread. What is she doing?
It could have been Kleenex too.
It was, I mean, okay.
Oh, I thought it was pretty.
See, I thought it did nothing for her. She's stylish.
Off the show. Oh, okay.
But she looked like a tree. And you know what? He's spindly. She has to be careful.
True.
She's curvy, and he's
not. Yeah.
So there's always,
But then I heard that his suit was made out of Kevlar. Did you hear that? Kevlar.
It would weigh a lot.
Well, no, it would depend on how it was done. It might not weigh as much as you think it would.
Okay.
Because there may be ways to do that. But I thought he didn't look so good.
didn't notice that. I just watched them dancing and I couldn't figure out why she was wearing a bedspread. And I mean, for all the things that I've seen her wear, it was so, I just didn't think it came close to the caliber of style that she's used to traipsing around in.
Well, it was, I think Jason Wu is the designer, and I believe he's 24 or 26 years old. So maybe that's...
Woo is me, because I did not like the dress. I just did not like the dress. And I just thought it was like a bathrobe or a bedspread that was reconfigured, and it's like, well, we'll just wrap her up in this and send her out there. But on a technological note, and presidentially related, it seems that the president will in fact get to keep the BlackBerry.
Yes.
With some rules. And those are that only a select number of senior staff and family and friends may have his email address, and he is not allowed to forward. So of all the things that you have to give up to be president, and I know it's a power trip and it sets you up for the rest of your life or whatever, but I mean, it's a crappy job in some ways. A lot of people wouldn't want it. Think about with that limitation and other things that you would have to give up, and how wired in, we're all on Facebook all the time and everything else. This could knock out an entire generation from wanting to be president.
Oh, that's probably true.
Just because of everything that they're going to have to give up and be limited.
But I think there will be plenty that will still be okay with it.
You think they'll get on anonymously and Facebook it and do all that other kind of stuff?
Although you can trace the IP address, so.
Ooh, whitehouse.gov. Naughty. Kelly, guess.
Terry Knight.